the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Sacramento Kings. For the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Wizards at Verizon Center. They certainly feel like they're a better team than their record might indicate. A chance tonight to prove it as they take on a team above them in the standings. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay,
Monday.
Yeah.
Like mundane Tuesday, Wednesday,
okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's the Sacramento Kings facing the Indiana Pacers. Boy, it's got to be a relief to see Jordan Hill back in uniform, looking healthy and ready to contribute.
Kevin, it's really good to have him back. I mean, they played well without him. Now the issue is, can they integrate him into what they were doing when he was gone and become even better? That's always a delicate balancing act.
They really hit on something that worked for them after he went down with that injury. They don't want to get away from that, but if he's healthy, you've got to figure out a way to integrate him back into that system.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Collison is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Quincy Ace. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Gay in at the small forward.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Hill with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. Stuckey setting the pick for Turner. Here's the screen. He dishes it to George. To the middle. The kick out to Hill. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. So the Kings will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Stuckey. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw no good for Stuckey. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Here's Hill. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And here is Hill. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Cousins. A drive by Collison. It's taken away by Stuckey. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside, George double team. Stuckey kicks to Allen, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Sacramento with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. 5 on the clock. Gay with no one around. Here's Cousins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. He's much better off making him go to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown. So far for the Kings.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
Now, here is Hill, looking for his first basket still in this one. That's good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hill against Collison. Dishes it to Cousins. Baseline J on the way, and Turner with the block. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Here's Collison, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Here is Stuckey after Darren Collison's bucket. Stuckey drives inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career.
For the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. It would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Free throw, good, Stuckey. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, GA, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
And so Stuckey nails both of them. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Now here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 2. Cousins with the bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going. And, we'll never really details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Rondo with it. George picks him up. Cousins, no one around him. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
The Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Now here's Collison. Following the miss by Miles Turner. Collison the pass to Gay. With some arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
Now here is Hill, following the shot by Rudy Gay, and the basket by Hill. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding one guards of the last 10 games. We take a look at Hill, one of the game's best, second in the league. And, of course, Rajon Rondo, who's right there as well.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
And, Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
There was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Shot from 12. And the rejection by Cousins. George against Butler. The shot by George, no good. Kings leading now by 8. It's Gay on the wing. All alone. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Stuckey. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Passes it to Hill. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Hill's got 7 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Gay. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. The defense there got away with a major lapse. And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
On the wing, Stuckey. He's covered by Rondo. From 11 feet away, here's Allen. Gay with the block. Here's Rondo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. What a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor.
Right now, gentlemen,
he's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Carl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It's a family affair.
And that one misses. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed it.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference.
Now, here is Young. Miles, that's for two. It's rebounded by Rondo.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Curry can't get it to go.
And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury troubles was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
Here is Rondo after Indiana gets the free. And that is good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
On the free throw, no good.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
Now, here is Young. Kicks it to Hill. Here's Allen. Shot is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And this is the first of two games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
Here's Rondo following the score by Indiana. And Allen with the block. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Butler against Hill. Pick up by Hill. Off the pick. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Caron Butler.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
The Pacers shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Take a break. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. Have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is. And, Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that. And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Pacers trail by 5. Young dishes to Hill. Hill kicks to Allen. Kuzma's with the block. Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Feeds it to Allen. Outside Hill. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about. But all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yes, third in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench. First in the NBA in bench rebounding and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Young against Curry. The drive by Hill. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. .26 seconds left in the first quarter. Young passes to Miles. Here's Turner. Knocked away. But they get it back. And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Outside Curry. Pass to Gay. The turnaround jumper. Shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings ahead. They lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Pacers trail by 3. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Ben McLemore, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Collison in at the point guard position. Now here's McLemore, following the miss by Miles Turner. Outside Collison. From 15 feet away, Hill gets the rebound. Hill's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Turner with the screen for Hill. The dish to Turner for the 3. Goes back up, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career high averages across the board.
Free throw drops for Hill.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good from Hill.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell. Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Hill is screen on Collison. Hill kicks to Hill. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And that's now 6 points for Hill.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Screen by Cousins. Sacramento making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Collison kicks to Rondo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Hill kicks to George. Kept alive by Indiana. Good! Hill's got 6 in the quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Outside Rondo. Back to Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And a fast break now for the Pacers. High arcing shot. George, no good. The Kings leading. Outside Rondo. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
And for Rondo, he's almost a throwback at the point, fearlessly taking it to the hole, getting knocked down, and getting right back up to fight another round. The thing maybe against him right now is what kind of guy, influence, what is he like on a team, and how does he affect it?
That's a great point. And also nowadays in the NBA, there's more of a premium on shooting and spacing. So it's going to be up to Rondo to adjust to that new style. That's going to be the question. Can he make that transition?
Well said. No good on the second free throw.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
Now here is Hill. He's got 8, just 5 on the clock. Stuckey for 3. Rebound by the Kings. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. The drive by Collison. He kicks it to Cousins. Knocks it loose. Left side, George. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Allen's checked in for the Pacers. Sacramento leading by 3. And here's Rondo. 8 points his last outing. Screen by Cousins. Stuckey against Rondo. 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And he gets it to go. That's 12 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was throwing fire.
Hill dishes to Stuckey. He feeds it to Allen. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Gallinelli gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Pacers trail by 7. Stuckey passes to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pick up by Hill. They set the pick. Outside Hill. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Kings have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. The drive by Collison. Outside for Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 6 assists here tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason. Chance to see the numbers for George. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 12th in scoring, 17th in three-point field goal percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, you know, one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. He's already come up big in some key games this year.
Stuckey kicks to Hill. Back to Stuckey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Rodney Stuckey.
And, you know, the Pacers have made the playoffs in each of the last 4 seasons prior to last year's miss. Hard for a team that was coming off of back-to-back conference finals appearances to stomach that. But with the injuries, they'll be better and back in the playoffs next year, I'm sure.
And really, it's going to be more of a reload than a rebuild situation for the Pacers. You would have to imagine their goal isn't just to get back to the playoffs, but to get back to being a conference final participant.
From long range or short, small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. In the third spot, Paul George.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
And finished off by AC.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And, Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Hill dishes to George. Now Collison. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here is Hill. He has 7.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Rudy Gay's checked in for Sacramento. And the second free throw, good. Kings leading now by 9. Rondo kicks to Gay. There's the pick. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
That one goes. That's now 8 points for Rodney Stuckey.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Houston. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Sacramento just way behind.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Nice shot by Rondo.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Allen with the screen for Hill. Pass to Stuckey. They set the pick. Floats one up. Cousins with the screen on Stuckey. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Hill, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. The Kings also with the sub. Butler's checked in. Pacers trail by 12. Hill with it. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to George. George double teamed. It's back to Hill. No good. Good work defensively by Gay. Rondo passes to Gay. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here is Young. Outside Hill. To the wing right side. Miles. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Miles has got his first bucket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
Kings leading now by 12. Outside Curry. Can't convert after the good screen.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Young dishes to Hill. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got 5 now.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And here's Young. And there's the feed to Allen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
The Pacers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Sacramento leading by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And finished off by Gay.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Young after Rudy Gay's bucket. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Young. Right side Hill. Indiana moving it around. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. From outside the arc, Koufos grabs the miss. Sacramento's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Curry outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Young kicks to Allen. Here is Miles, defended by Butler. Down low, Hill passes to Allen. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Allen.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
There's a minute left to play here in the half. Curry against Young. Dishes to Hill. Passes it to Allen. Hill, a screen on Curry. Kicks to Miles. Shot clock at 5. Allen inside the three-point line. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Curry against Young. It's Curry with the drive. Butler kicks to Curry. Shoots from the baseline, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The Kings have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And free throw good from Gay. Rudy Gay hits them both. Pacers trail by 13. Here is Miles. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. The kick out to Hill. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Hill's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And that concludes the first half. Kings lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Karan, tell us a little bit about the philosophy and style of the team in terms of what's most important to its identity.
Defense. Getting stops and, getting rebounds, limiting the second chance points and getting out of transition and getting into a flow ball game. And that's our style.
Karan, thank you for your time as always. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Rudy Gay has been getting it done. He had 18 points, 2 block shots, and 5 rebounds. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness, and it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here.
Rudy Gay playing very well. He has 18 points and 2 blocks.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
Pacers trail by 10. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Allen is out there with Turner. And it's Hill in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Turner.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Miles Turner taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy. Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and he's been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
It's tipped. Kings leading now by 12. Feeds to AC. Back to Collison. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Gay? Averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Stuckey drives inside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line,
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season. You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Here's AC. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
Yeah, you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And stolen by Cousins. Collison dishes to Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He was intent on running the offense through DeMarcus Cousins. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Bellinelli. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And it's Hill penetrating. Stuckey outside. Pass to Hill from the wing. And the rejection by Cousins.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Kings leading now by 10. Screen by Cousins. Bellinelli passes to Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points here for George.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
To the paint, here's Hill. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 10 points for Hill.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
The dish to Turner. Gay against Stuckey. Outside for George. Stolen away. Collison against Hill. Right side, Collison. To the wing on the left. Bellinelli with the three. That is good. Bellinelli's got 5 now. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Kings.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Now here's Collison, following the miss by Miles Turner. Collison against Hill. Lock at 6. Hill against Collison. 11 feet away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Rudy Gay. Pacers trail by 9. Stuckey outside. Pick up by Hill. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Outside, George. George double teamed. Stuckey for three. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And that's now 11 points in the game for Stuckey. Rondo kicks to Collison. No luck. Hill with some nice D. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Stuckey. He's covered by Rondo. Hill dishes to Turner. Hill sets the screen for Turner. Stuckey with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Indiana trailing here. Outside Hill. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Rondo passes to Bellinelli. And for three, Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison. And Indiana shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pick up by Hill. Indiana again missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here's Rondo. 12 points for him. To the inside, Cousins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. DeMarcus Cousins is second.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
That free throw, no good.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 12 rebounds, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
Switching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hill is checked in for Paul George. C.J. Miles comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Young is subbed in for George Hill. And he ends up missing both free throws. Pacers trail by 6. Young outside. He kicks to Miles. To the middle. And it's Hill with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
The drive by Cousins. And for C.J. Miles, he should constrain together a long line of threes under the lead with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cousins drops them both. Now, here is Young. Right wing. Hill kicks to Young. Some nice passing here by Indiana. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
3-on-3. The leaner inside. And Turner with the block. And they'll keep possession. Sacramento again missing. Pacers trail by 4. He feeds it to Young. Turner with a screen on Butler. And Young, here we go. It's Hill on the wing. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good that time. Hill's got 12 points in the game. Sacramento's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Rondo dishes to Butler. A 3. And that one's good. And the Kings lead by 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Young passes to Hill. Butler against Hill. Now here is Hill. Defense right on him. Pass to Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Rondo. Right side Curry. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in rebounding, third in opponent field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
And the shot is good. Now it's a 7-point Kings lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your Pacers mates.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Cavaliers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Indiana, they're much further down in the standings right now.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they're in the mix for a playoff spot, which is definitely a positive. But I'm sure they'd like to have had their hands around that spot a little tighter than they do.
For sure. I mean, it's certainly not a sure thing at this point. They've got work to do yet.
Now here is Hill. 8 points for him. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Hill's got 10 points in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Curry against Young. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Kosta Koufos, Clark, so far he hasn't had that breakout year. He has been kind of in the shadow of Marc Gasol on that front line for Memphis.
Yeah, but he's understood his role and he's done a nice job. He did start 81 games for Denver a few seasons ago, Kevin, but I think he's very comfortable as a backup. He's one of those guys who's just effective in limited playing stints.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good.
And talking about Koufos, He gives you some things you want out of your bigs. Great size and activity, solid rebounds and blocks per minute numbers. He may just need a chance in the right system to show more game.
He hits the second from the line.
And, you know, getting back to Koufos, one thing he has to get better at is finishing through contact. He has a really nice touch around the basket, but sometimes contact negates that.
Now here is Hill. 10 points for him. Young with no one around. No good from outside.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Curry against Hill. Butler in the corner. Launches a three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Young against Curry. Hill left side. Allen outside. From deep, Miles. And he gets it to go. Miles has got 5 now.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
They set the screen. Curry outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And here are the Pacers now. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Here's Miles. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The Pacers have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
At the line for your Pacers, C.J. Miles. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And the Kings making a change here. Gay's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And McLemore kicks to Curry. Gay, a screen on Young. It's Curry with the drive. Now the pass to Cousins. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. But 3. They grab their own miss. Tries again. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Allen.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Rajon Rondo. Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. There's Collison, and it's AC in at the 5. Stuckey against Gay. Stuckey into the lane. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bellinelli dishes to Collison. Rondo passes to Gay. No good. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers trail by 5. Hill with it. Picked up by Collison. To the paint. Here's George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Paul George at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
And George drops them both.
Looking at the game for George, he's got 8 points. 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
The free throw drops for Gay.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The drive by Collison.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now Stuckey. Here's the screen. Outside, George. Outside, Hill. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Collison kicks to Bellinelli. Gay sets the pick for Collison. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 6. And here's Indiana. Nice quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Collison against Hill. Allen, a screen on Collison. Hill passes to Allen. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer. There's the feed to Turner. Back to Allen. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Hill up top. On the wing, George. Bellinelli is covering. It's back to Hill. Second shot opportunity, and right through it goes.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime. And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. The shot by Bellinelli, no good. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Stuckey outside. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Collison kicks to Gay. And they double up Gay. Here's AC. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
George double team. Nobody near Allen. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Collison dishes to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunity.
Collison against Hill. Screen by Cousins. The kick out to Collison. Five to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Turner with a screen for Stuckey. It's Allen on the wing. Down low. The shot by Turner, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Bellinelli passes to Cousins. unloads from 9, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really a... allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And the basket by Hill.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Feeds away. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Bellinelli. And now it's up to 25 points here for Cousins. Collison against Hill. Stuckey outside. Offline with his 3. Kings leading now by 6. Collison dishes to Cousins. Lets it fly. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Rodney Stuckey.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Kevin, that trip there was a good sign for him. He's been getting to the line often, but has been struggling to convert.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pacers trail by 8.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your teammates.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Allen. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Turner against Cousins. From outside the arc, and the rejection by Cousins.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Pacers trail by 6. Hill with it. He dishes it to Stuckey. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the numbers for Rodney Stuckey. 15 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Stuckey. And so Stuckey nails both of them. Kings leading now by 4. And here's Collison. Dishes it to Bellinelli. There's a good screen. Passes it to Cousins. And he gets it to go. Cousins has got 11 points in the quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Stuckey kicks to Turner. Feeds to Hill. Unloads from 9. From deep. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Stuckey.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Gay passes to Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 31 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Collison against Hill. Stuckey, a screen on Collison. Hill dishes to Stuckey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 22 points in the game for Stuckey.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Screen by Cousins. Gay kicks to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for Indiana, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That one is off.
He's only got half of the equation right, Kevin. He's getting to the free throw line often, but he's not making enough of them.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the second free throw, good.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
To the paint. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Allen.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Here's Cousins. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Hill.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
At the line for your Pacers, Rodney Stuckey. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. Sacramento's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Collison up top. He's guarded by Hill. Now here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's the pick, and Cousins comes over to help. Another steal. Gay against Stuckey. Kicks it to Bellinelli. And they get it. Count that one. Bellinelli's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Got a piece of it. Here is Collison. To the left wing. And Cousins kicks to Collison. It's stolen by Hill. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good from Stuckey. Stuckey's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
The drive by Collison. Over to the wing. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Kept alive by Sacramento. Out left to the wing. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Hill against Collison. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
.133 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Allen, that's good.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
.25 left in the fourth quarter. Collison kicks to Gay, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Hill.
It's been a good game for Mr. Corral. 8 rebounds and 4 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Hill against Collison. Back to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
George passes to Allen.
Yes! Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your teammates.
Turner's checked in for Hill. in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. Offensive rebound.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Hill. There's the pick. The three from George. Misses the three. Bellinelli with the three. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. So Indiana wins the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Kings. Rudy Gay is out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Hill with him. He's picked up by Rondo. Hill dishes to George. Inside. Out to Stuckey. He's feeling it. And he hits the jumper for 2. Stuckey's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Pacers. Rondo kicks to Bellinelli. They set the pick. Pass to AC. Here's Cousins. Knocks down the 10-footer. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Kings. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive moves, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Back to Rondo. There's the dish to AC. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Great rise in time there. He changed gears in midair to make the assist.
Rondo against Hill. Down low. Deflects the pass. Here's Allen. Rebound by the Kings.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off. Rondo with the nice dish.
Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. Allen at the screen for Hill. In the corner, George with it. Just 5 to shoot. Allen makes a big high bounce and goes in. Allen's got 20.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Now the dish to Bellinelli. Screen by Cousins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Outside Hill. That's good from Allen on the assist by Hill. 22 points for Allen.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Gay is doubled. Here's AC. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. AC's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now, teammates.
Here's George. It's Hill on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. And it's Hill penetrating. Sacramento grabs the miss. led by as many as 14 points. Rondo kicks to Cousins. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
As that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Outside, George. There's the dish to Hill. There's the pick. At the elbow, it's Allen. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, was angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute.
Rondo with the ball. George picks him up. Bellinelli with the three. The rebound by Turner.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
At the line for your Pacers, Rodney Stuckey. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He gets the first. That brings them within 5. Both shots good from the stripe.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's George. Now off the inbound. No good off the front iron. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
So how about Rajon Rondo in this 12 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And George kicks to Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Miles Turner. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting Rudy Gay. 2 shots.
That's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting Rudy Gay. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Greg, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. There's the dish to Miles. And Young kicks to Whittington. A 3-ball. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Shaka Claus.
What a festive day it is. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have been looking pretty confident. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Nowhere I would rather be on this day than here with you guys.
I got a couple other places, but this is not bad either.
I got a couple other places, got a couple other guys.
You know what I got for Christmas this morning?
What'd you get?
Not a dang thing.
No? No gifts?
I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus don't get gifts.
Oh. Well, it sure is great to be here and be watching NBA hoop, isn't it, fellas?
It is, buddy. It sure is.
Well, I appreciate the helicopter, Santa, that you got me today.
It wasn't Santa. That was me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Well, I think the game's just about ready to start. So what do you say we go to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I didn't buy that for you. I'll return it.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
Well, it's always nice to come home. You're comfortable, you're excited, and certainly you have the fans there looking for you to bring your best basketball and get a win. And oftentimes your fans can energize you when you're in your home building.
Yeah, and emotionally, that's a huge help. I mean, it doesn't necessarily always translate to your performance on the court, but I tell you what, it does give you that sense of confidence that you can get the job done.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. There's a screen by Cantor. Ibaka outside. Fires the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
Pushing it up. And here they go. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Noah kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Comes up empty down low.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Durant, that's good. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Butler dishes to Rose. The 10-footer finds the target.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Screen by Ibaka. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Here's Westbrook. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And Butler gets it to go.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Westbrook gets to Durant. Puts it up from 15. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's McDermott. Rose goes in. And that misses. That would have put him up.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And the shot is good. Durant's got 5 now.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Rose. To the middle. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Westbrook.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Rose. Butler dishes to McDermott. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Thunder have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Out to Ibaka. The feed to Robertson. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. To the paint. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. 3rd in blocks, 4th in rebounding. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And talking about the shot blocking ability, you love that mentality. No shot goes unchallenged around the rim. They make sure of that. You have to earn everything you get on the inside.
And that one's good.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Here is Durant, following the score by Derrick Rose, and he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rose passes to Gibson. Inside, Noah, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team club.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
and as competitive as Durant is. You know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
And so Durant nails them both.
And you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
Now here's Butler. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
To the inside, McDermott with a steal. Outside Rose. Outside Butler. Westbrook with the block. And they'll keep possession. 4 on the shot clock. But he gets it back. And he recovers it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Take a look at the numbers for Russell Westbrook. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 23 points per game, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Nick Collison's checked in for Cantor. The Bulls also changing it up. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott, and Brooks subbed in for Rose. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Noah.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Durant with a wide open look. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And 11 points for Kevin Durant.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
There's a screen. Gibson the screen. And Brooks. Here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Roof shots.
First one falls for him.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Here's Brooks. The Thunder making the shot. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Mirotic throws it down.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's the screen. Payne kicks to Collison. The rebound by Gibson.
Very tough when you have that good of a look. The defense caught a break there because he missed.
Butler attacking, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific move.
Durant, no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Mirotic, the screen. Brooks outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Dishes it to Durant. Passes it to Waiters. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Waiters got his second bucket.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Mirotic, the screen. And Brooks, here we go. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 20th in scoring. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league, a tireless worker at the offensive end of the floor.
There's the pick. Kicks to Durant. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Brooks. 9 points last game. Gibson the screen. Brooks dishes to Gibson. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pass to Morrow. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
Timeout for the Bulls.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Rockets. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Thunder, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for Oklahoma City, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
Tell you what, they're talking about him now. Everything is falling into place for them so perfectly.
Now here's Brooks. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Morrow, no luck. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And the call will be against Nick Collison. That's foul number 2 for him. .137 left in the first quarter. The drive by Brooks and stolen by Payne.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
Now here's Payne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gibson with the steal. And stolen by Payne. And finished off by Collison.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
That's good from Gibson. And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. GA, he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, you know, talking about Gibson, he started 70 games his first year and made the all-rookie team. But thereafter, it had been mostly a 6-man off the bench through last season. It happens, but it's still somewhat unusual for a guy to go backwards like that.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And talking about Gibson, if he ever wants to be seen as a high-level starter, he needs to work on a few things. More bankable moves in the post, a more fluid post game, if you will, and really increased strength and consistency. I think those things will carry him to that starting point.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Butler. 6 points for him. Mirotic, the screen. Butler passes to Brooks. Lets it go with the 3. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. what stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Jimmy Butler. Doris.
Hello, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Morrow in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The shot's good from Gasol.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
There's a screen by Kanter. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. The 3 from Morrow, and he gets it to go. Morrow's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. 6 to shoot. Holiday goes in. Here's McDermott. And it's off from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 7.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
And he can't hit the second. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Here's Morrow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. McDermott was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That one is off. And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history. And Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
He hits the second from the line.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
There's the dish to Westbrook. Cantor, the pass to Westbrook. Puts up a three. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
McDermott kicks to Rose. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Oh, he misses the dunk. Right side, Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Cantor. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Rose kicks to McDermott. Outside Gasol. Goes up to the stripe, and he nails the jumper. Gasol's got 5.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's Westbrook, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 9 points and 5 assists.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game.
Okay,
I mean,
gentlemen,
stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
The first free throw is good. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And both free throws good for Westbrook.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Here's Rose. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
That's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Cantor's shot is off. Bulls trail by 15. Outside Rose. 11 feet away. And again, no good by Chicago.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Cantor kicks to Roberson. There's the pass to Ibaka. Feeds it to Cantor. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ibaka for the 3. And that one's good. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. Chance to check out stats for Gasol. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging 17 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Chicago also making a switch. Butler's checked in. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Outside Butler. He kicks to McDermott. Takes it from 10. And Durant sends it back. Here's Westbrook. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Mirotic comes in for McDermott. Well, free throw off from Westbrook. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
He's off on the first. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Enes Kanter, and it's Waiters in for Andre Robertson.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road to illustrate how good they are on the road. Last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Ibaka right side. Brooks against Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The Thunder leading by 22. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Waiters passes to Collison, and he lays it straight in. Collison's got 6 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Durant against Mirotic, and he gets it to go. And it's now 22 points for Kevin Durant.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. There's a good screen. Waiters with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league rankings. 3rd in blocks, 4th in fewest turnovers per game, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And talking about the shot blocking ability, you love that mentality. No shot goes unchallenged around the rim. They make sure of that. You have to earn everything you get on the inside.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Brooks against Waiters. Brooks dishes to Gibson. It's stolen by Ibaka. Down low, here's Waiters, and Butler sends it back. He feeds it to Brooks. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Russell Westbrook is second, the 4th spot held by Aaron Brooks.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
And that one misses. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Haynes checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
1:57 left in the first half of the game. To the inside. Here's Ibaka. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
To the middle, here's Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 7 points for Serge Ibaka.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
The Thunder leading by 23. Collison with a screen on Brooks. 1:09 left in the first half of basketball. Haynes. Rebound by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And, you know, they'd say they were aggressive. The other guys might say they got a favorable whistle. We'll see if that continues tonight and what gives.
Out to Ibaka. 3-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Pass to Waiters. To the inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Here's Gasol. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Gibson against Durant. Gibson with the steal. Now Mirotic takes the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Thunder running away with this one. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, you've earned a rest. Guys, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.